So now let's go to a really important technique and practical, of course, in actually find item. In 2025 version, we have a really interesting happening in here. For example, let me just, of course, it is property window. We'll talk about it in the next season. Of course, let me tell you something about find item is really important here. And let me tell you this point that if you're using a kind of older version of the, for example, Navisworks, of course, this property window is a plugin. It is called Properties++. By clicking, for example, on Autodesk App Store, you can go on website of the Autodesk App Store like this. That, for example, 2019 and 2024 it will be supported, but in 2025 it is, for example, it's one of the tools I've built in. It's just been replaced of the older versions. If you just install it, you can. In 2025, of course, you have access to that today. If you're using the older versions, of course, you can go for this plugin, except the properties. Yes, the usage of this window. First, let me just talk about the find items. Let me right click and delete all conditions. We can go and select one of these columns in here. Very easily, we are able to go by using this window. We can just do save set, or for example, find items. For example, we can go to element in this part. As an example, we want to go for the elements that are based on our columns, for example, based on top level, or they are matched, for example, by this. We can just add them into find items. So just instead of you right click on it, and for example, we have some things, find matching items. If you click on it, all of the items that they are matched, for example, by this, they will be selected. Let me click on this. One of them, right click, create search. If you click on it, automatically it is element top level equal and with the same value. Just you have to find it. Automatically will be selected. This is one of the really interesting feature. Add to existing search. Yes, you have a search in here. For example, we have it in here. It is, for example, we want to have it exactly with this type 2. Add to this. You see, it was find it. It will just select those ones. You see, it is 11, and it's really perfect. So another form that we have in here. Let me just right click on it, delete. The next form is here. It means create search set. If you click on it, automatically it will go and do the search by this condition, and save search will be created in here. Just it suffices just you click on it. All of them, all of the conditions are in here, and the save search was created. For example, let me click on beam. I want to tell you that this in here, based on gritter, for example, you see if I click on it, automatically the condition was created. You see very easily. So this is one of the really interesting technique for you that you want actually to use the new properties window for finding items or creating the search set. You can just use it. They're really perfect, and it will really make your work faster.